Thank you for coming. My name is Sam Cole. I'm a traffic safety communications manager at the Colorado Department of Transportation. And I'll have to say it's just wonderful to be here in Summit County to be raising awareness about traffic safety here in a rural community of the state. I also want to thank the 36 law enforcement agencies and state patrol troops across the state that are participating in this week's Click It or Ticket campaign. We have good representation here today from Breckenridge Police Department as well as the local state patrol troops. So thank you to them and all the others that are participating in Click It or Ticket. So the goal of this campaign, you might think it is just to write tickets and fine people for not buckling up. Really, that's not the reason. Oops. Sorry. The real reason for Click It or Ticket is to get people to think ahead and buckle up so they stay safe and we save lives on our roadways. That is the real reason for Click It or Ticket. It's a proactive campaign, and thank you to the media for getting the word out about the importance of buckling up and the importance of the Click It or Ticket campaign. Because when people hear about Click It or Ticket, they're more likely to buckle up, and that's how we save lives. Seatbelts increase the likelihood of surviving a crash by 50%. But sadly, last year, 215 people not buckled died in traffic crashes. Colorado ranks among the worst in the country when it comes to seatbelt use rates. We're 40th in the country, and some rural areas of the state have even lower seatbelt use rates. We see the worst seatbelt use, let me repeat that, we see the worst seatbelt use rates in the state in rural areas, which is the reason why doing Click It or Ticket campaigns in rural Colorado is so important. So even if you think you are the best driver in the world, and many of us are, you never know when a drunk driver, a drowsy driver, a distracted driver is going to suddenly veer over into your lane and hit you head on. And Lord knows you better have your seatbelt on, because that's the only thing that's really going to protect you. That's why, there's a false sense of security when people think, oh, I'm just going down to the store, or I'm a safe driver. Really don't know what's going to happen. It's a gamble out on our roadways. Everybody knows. That's why you need to do all you can to protect yourself. Best thing you can do is wear your seatbelt. So why are we here in Summit County? And I'll just leave with these remarks. We have some incredible partners that CDOT works with, both through law enforcement and our healthcare partners that are doing amazing work here, really making a difference when it comes to traffic safety. One of those partners is the St. Anthony Summit Medical Center, where we are. Thank you for hosting today. And I'm going to call up Shelly Amroth to say a few words. Shelly?
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Seatbelts, join in. Seatbelts are the #1 way to protect yourself in a crash. We are proud that Summit County is part of the trend for more people who are buckling up. However, we want everyone to buckle up, no matter how short the distance. Seatbelts save lives, and for every person who wears a seatbelt, there is a $1 million benefit over the course of their lifetime. I did want to share a moment about a crash that I had a year ago in February, and I was struck with a driver who ran through a red light, and I was hit at 30 to 40 miles an hour, and my car spun 3 times along a concrete median, and my car was destroyed. But I was able to get out of that crash and walk away from it because I wore my seatbelt. So I believe, just like a guardian angel, that seatbelts save lives. Now I would like to introduce Major David Aldridge, District 4 Commander for the Colorado State Patrol. Thank you.
Hi, my name is David Aldridge. I am the District 4 Commander. District 4 encompasses the area of Colorado from the Eisenhower Tunnel to Utah, and from the Park and Lake County area, the Pitkin and Lake County areas to Wyoming. So it's an area about the size of West Virginia. A large part of that area is rural. In that rural area, we have as Mr. Cole mentioned, we have a horrible seatbelt usage rate, and it has resulted in 19 deaths in 2018 that were preventable, absolutely preventable. Of our fatals that we had 33 fatalities in Colorado in District 4 last year. Of those in passenger cars, there was 27. 57% of those people died because they did not have a seatbelt on. And that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable from our position. That is unacceptable from your position. This is 19 people whose families, whose communities are suffering still today because they chose not to put on a seatbelt. This 2-inch piece of nylon that is in your car is designed to keep you in a spot to where your airbags augment the ability to protect you from injuries during a crash. The seatbelt is imperative. We have a zero tolerance for lack of use of a seatbelt. If you are not positive about the laws about wearing a seatbelt, please go to our website, go to CDOT's website, go to NHTSA's website, and look at the information that is on those websites about the laws in your areas about seatbelt usage. Fact of the matter is, if you're in a car, you should be wearing your seatbelt. If you're in a car, everybody in your car should be wearing a seatbelt. Their lives depend on it. Your family, your community depend on you putting on that 2-inch strap of nylon to keep you in your seat in the event of a crash. At this time, I'd like to introduce Gloria Quintero. She's the Summit County Care Coordinator, Child Passenger Safety Tech, and with the Summit County Public Health.
Thank you. Well, here we are because until Colorado reaches 100% use of seatbelt, the effort to ensure that adults are buckled up and children are properly secure never stops. We are committed to do our part here in Summit County to ensure everyone on our roads are safe. Seatbelts reduce the risk of injury and fatality in a crash by 50%. And the data tell us the drivers who buckle up make sure that their children and passengers buckle up as well. And as a Summit County Public Health employee, we are happy to report that between 2011 and 2018, Summit County have no children aged 12 and under killed in a car crash. And Summit County Public Health, through the Child Passenger Safety Initiative, we are dedicated to keep that number at 0 while lowering the number of children, despite the fact that Summit County has as many motor vehicle crashes as the state average. We are one of only 2 bilingual seat fit stations here in our region, and the Summit County Child Passenger Safety Initiative offer classes and one-on-one consultations, and we collaborate with community agencies, and we are planning to train law enforcement agencies so they can identify improperly restrained children during routine traffic stops, much like the Click It or Ticket campaign, since it's one of the best campaigns we ever have about seatbelt usage. Our message is very simple, and we know the parents who buckle up, they raise children that buckle up. And we think that a multi-generational approach is probably our best chance of reaching 100% seatbelt usage in Colorado. Now, I just would like to introduce Jackie Pye. She is the Deputy Fire Marshal from Red, White, and Blue Fire District here in Summit County.
Hi, my name is Jackie Pike with Red, White, and Blue Fire, and our fire district covers from the top of Hoosier Pass to the high school, but we do respond throughout Summit County with the other fire departments in Summit County. At Red, White, and Blue Fire, we're always on call for emergencies 24/7 in Summit County. Unfortunately, with that, we respond to crashes where people are not buckled up. We would like to encourage everyone in Summit County and throughout the state of Colorado to always buckle up every time that you get into a vehicle. Together, we can reduce the number of injuries and fatalities related to unbuckled crashes in our state. And I do have a personal story to share also, and it involves my sister. She was on her way to my other sister's house and was turning into a gas station. When she turned into the gas station, there was a high-speed chase going on, and a motorcycle impacted her vehicle on the side, going 80 to 100 miles per hour. She was able to walk away from that crash because she had her seatbelt on and the air curtain, the window curtain deployed also. So between the two, that saved her life and saved her from severe injuries in that crash. And with that, her daughter, who is now 23, when she was in a booster seat, she used to tell her mom, "Mom, put your seatbelt on," every time they got in a car. And she has always had that habit, and kids do have impacts on their parents to get them into the habit of always wearing their seatbelts. With that, I would like to introduce Patrick Finley with the Breckenridge Police Department.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Finley with the Breckenridge Police Department. I want to welcome you here this morning. Wanted to let you know that the Breckenridge Police Department is going to be joining with the Colorado State Patrol and other law enforcement agencies over the next week for the click-it-a-ticket enforcement. We also encourage everyone to buckle up and to have the courage to ask others in the car to buckle up, no matter the distance that you're driving. And just real quick note from me is that I've witnessed firsthand of seatbelt usage and accidents and the importance of wearing your seatbelt while in a car. So I would encourage everybody that's out driving to make sure that you have your seatbelt on, and everybody in the car to have their seatbelt on as well. So thank you for your time today.